Brenda and CJ are nominated for eviction, but who will win the Golden Power Veto? Find out now on Big Brother Cheesecake 4 Office Wars. Hello, I'm Andrew Shevsik Moonves. Welcome to Big Brother Cheesecake 4 Office Wars. It's day 55 inside the Big Brother Cheesecake house, and this week Brazil is the head of household. She nominated Brenda and CJ for eviction, but who will win the Golden Power Veto? We'll find out shortly. But first, house guests, today's episode is actually going to be pretty short because we started the veto competition Sunday at 3 p.m. because that was the only time that worked for everybody. Well, we had a tie between Sunday at 11 a.m. and Sunday at 3 p.m., and because the nominees wanted 3 p.m., we went with that. So it's really late when I'm recording this, so I'm just gonna make a quick video today. The competition went really well. Marcin, who wasn't playing, said it was boring to watch, but I mean, sorry, that's that's the way the cookie crumbles. But the format of the competition worked well. I practiced this one a lot, so I had a good feeling it would be between 30 and 45 minutes. Yeah, and it was successful. Now, I did make one mistake, and I feel bad. I said in yesterday's episode that whoever won the prank protection, it would be kept anonymous. And I accidentally, when we were doing the competition, I accidentally blurted out who won it. And it was Lindsay who won the prank protection. And, yeah, sorry. So Lindsay has prank protection going into the final week of Prank or No Prank. And so she can go ahead, and she has first priority. So she's in zone 1. She can pick freely, and there's no punishment if she picks the Pooh Brown. So really, if Marcin says yes, then there is a 50-50 chance Lindsay will get chosen, and a 50-50 chance she chooses the no prank. So a 1 in 4 that she'll get no prank. Now, if Marcin declines, then Lindsay doesn't have to worry about that. She goes up first, and then she'll have a 50-50 chance of getting the no prank. And if she chooses the Pooh Brown veto, then there's no punishment, but obviously prank protection saved her from that. Yeah, so before I get to the competition results, so sorry, Lindsay. She said it's okay. I guess she was planning on being honest and telling people. I think it would have been more fun if nobody knew who got it, especially if Lindsay decided to just lie and say it wasn't her. But anyway, it is what it is. I forgot. A quick congratulations to JoJo, who won his Sequester Mini last Wednesday. I watched as much as I could stomach because it was 5 hours. And Sequester is it's similar to Big Brother. It's played online, but all in video chat, so Chantel's probably chomping at the bit to play if she hasn't already. And I liked the format overall, and I think JoJo did very, very well from what I saw. And what I didn't like, and I don't know if this is the case always in Sequester, because I've never watched a full season from beginning to end. I've always just watched snippets. But when you get to Final Four, you vote out one person, and then that person drags somebody else with them. So if there's A, B, C, D, and D gets voted out, D gets to just drag A, B, C out the door with them, leaving the final 2, which I don't think that's fair at all. I mean, I told JoJo, I'm like, why don't you all just make fire in your living room while you're at it? Anyway, okay. So, I believe now it's time to get to the results in the Big Brother silent auction. Okay, so I'm not going to reveal the specific bets that everybody made because one person was very obviously throwing this competition. Clearly that's still a thing. I mean, people have not learned from the Cat Ryan throwing to CJ fiasco. But yeah, so first up, we had the letter T. CJ won that one with a bet. Should I say what the bets were? Because I didn't reveal them in the online. But yeah, I may as well. I don't think it matters. So CJ won with 250 Schroot bucks bet. Next letter was E. And Curtis won with 251 Shrewd Bucks bet. Next letter was O. Brenda won it with 399, which is quite high when you only have 1,000, but I think because the O, there's only 6 O's out of the 40, I think Brenda wanted to make sure she got it. So, okay, Brenda goes to the O. Next up was an E, the second E in a row. Brazil won that with 222. And Lindsay just missed out on that with 214. That one was close. Then the prank protection came. Only 2 house guests went for it. The other 4 gave, like, single-digit guesses. And Lindsay won that with 231. And the other person was 226. So, Lindsay, you won prank protection by 5 Shrewd Bucks. Then we had a V, the only V that ended up showing up in the competition, and that went to Curtis with 266. And Brazil was 258. Wow. Brazil suffers from what she calls Brazil luck, where nothing goes her way. So yeah, you were $8 away there, Brazil. Then we had a T that went to Brazil, 252. And then we had an O. O went to Brazil, 301 was her bet, and Curtis bet 300. So Brazil $1 her Price is Right style to get that O. So at this point, Brazil had ETO, and all she needed was the V. So Brazil's waiting for the V now. Then comes a T. Lindsay wins that with 302. But I mean, because Lindsay had the prank protection for 231, I figured her odds were slim because she pissed 231 away on prank protection. But then moving on, we had an O again. And Brazil didn't need the O anymore, so she only bet $1. And Curtis won the O with 351. And nobody else was close there. So Curtis now has Curtis has VEO and Brazil has ETO. Curtis needs a T, Brazil needs the V. Next up is a T, which Curtis needs, but Brenda bet 201. Curtis only had $132 left at this point, because if you add up everything that he had already spent, he only had $132 left, so Brenda outbid him. Then came another T. So this is where it got interesting. This was the 5th T that came out, and everybody knew Curtis just needed the T. He had V, E, and O. And even though you didn't know that Curtis had 132, I was surprised that 3 of the other house guests bet $1, $5, $7, or excuse me, $1, $1, $5, and 7 Shrewd Bucks. And even if you have the T, if Curtis is one away, you need to block him from getting it, and the bets were very low, and with 132 Shrewd Buck bet, Curtis got the T, which means congratulations, Curtis! You have won the golden power of Veto. You have until 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tonight to privately message me whether or not you are using the golden power Veto to save Brenda or CJ and Brazil. I need the name of a replacement nominee by 10 p.m. tonight. Curtis now has, in Monopoly, because the Ryan's dark blues went to the winner of this. Curtis has pink, green, and dark blue. So all of Ryan's let's throw it to Curtis strategy. Well, I'm glad that worked out for you, Ryan, because now Curtis has 3 powerful color sets, and oops. So yeah, nobody has ever had, I went back in history, nobody has ever had the green and the dark blue, which is the 2 most expensive ones. And JoJo is the only person to have a whole side. He had pink and orange last season, and he won with that. Yellow is the only color set that has never won. Nobody's ever had that. And nobody's won with railroads or utilities. So, just some fun facts. Okay. Will Curtis use the Golden Power Veto to save Brenda or CJ? Find out tomorrow in the Golden Power Veto ceremony. Tuesday, the final 2 nominees plead their case. We learn the rules for the next head of household competition. We check in with Rai in the jury house. And it wouldn't be summer without another one of Joanne's famous recipes, where she will be making, I'm not going to say, but it's something summery and delicious. And Wednesday is the next live eviction and head of household competition, where another house guest will be fired from Dunder Mifflin, evicted from the Big Brother Cheesecake Whorehouse, lose their shot at the $400 Cheesecake Factory gift card, and become the second member of the jury. I'm Andrew Shevsik Moonves. Take care, and we leave you as we eavesdrop on the house guests. Good night.